Tahlia is heavy, raw, and unapologetically human. Devil Electric are back, and today I am joined by Pip, a writer who uses music as a weapon and lyrics as a confession. We're going to talk about the record and everything that comes with it.
Pip, thank you so much for your time today. How are you?
I'm good. And what an intro.
Oh, look, it is all true. It is all true.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. No, I'm good. I'm very excited. You know, the album's out today, so it's a good day.
Yeah, it's always a good day.
Yeah,
and I know what that
exactly.
feels like when you've been sitting on music for such a long time
Yeah,
and you finally have it out. It is the best feeling in the world. So I know that
exactly.
I know that you probably were up bright and early this morning and excited for the day.
Yes, definitely. Actually, not as early as I was on Wednesday to see we had the film clip premiering at 7 a.m.
Yes.
on Wednesday for Weirdos, the last single. And I got up early for that. This morning I did have a little sleep in because um, it's been a big couple of weeks, like getting ready to launch this and you know, kind of the anticipation of getting an album out for is always huge. But you know, all of the back end that goes into that is obviously big as well. But you know, it's been 5 years, so you know, this feels bigger for some reason. Like it just feels like a little bit of a cathartic moment, a little bit of a, you know, exhale out just to finally have this thing out into the world, which is it's an amazing feeling. But yeah, it's been busy and been very rewarding at the same time. So yeah.
And that's what people don't see, that behind the scenes work. It is hard
Exactly.
work and it is
I
like,
know.
and it is a lot of work.
It
Um,
is.
so
Yeah.
yeah, huge congratulations on having the
Thank
album
you.
out. As I said before we started, it is amazing. I am absolutely enamored by the album. I've
Thank
been
you.
had it on repeat quite a little bit over the last few days, and have just been blown away. Weirdo especially has just jumped out, and the video clip for it is just spectacular. Yeah, high rotation at the moment for me.
Oh,
So
thank you. That's like the biggest compliment in the world. Like to me, like, and I say this like all the time. I'm like, when you release music, like when you put something out there, it's like the most vulnerable you can be.
oh
So like
yeah.
when people like receive it, it's so amazing and so wonderful. And yeah, and like Weirdos, you know, we actually did that film clip like a year ago. Like
Oh
it's
wow.
yeah. So we've had it for a while, and my sister did it because she's multi-talented, like ridiculously good. And like she had this idea to make a film clip that was sort of, it's meant to be like a little bit kitschy, a little bit like 70s kind of like has like a witchiness, but also almost like a David Lynch vibe as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, yeah, and things like that.
Yeah.
So um yeah, so she really, I think she nailed it. But the best was like, you know, when you're putting together a film clip like this, and I told the band, I'm like, dress 70s and a little bit like kind of kitschy weird. And Christos rocked up, and I'm like, God damn it, you look fucking amazing. Like who owns like his clothing? I have to look at his wardrobe sometime because who owns like a sparkly suit jacket? I've
Oh, it's
never
awesome.
seen. I know. He looks so good at it. But yeah, it came together really well. And we filmed it like on a old SLR camera, so it wouldn't be too high def.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and it's come together really well. So I'm very thankful for my sister for doing that. She did it for way less than she should have, but yeah, but it's come together and it's finally out, which is amazing.
No,
Yeah.
it's awesome. It's got this beautiful softness to it while still maintaining that, like exactly like I said, that 70s, almost occulty kind of vibe to
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
awesome. It gave me almost like Hammer horror film kind of vibes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's meant to be a little bit, yeah, it's like a little bit off kilter, like while it's very stylized, but just a little bit like, and that's why we wanted to include all the glitchy bits to it. So it sort of like jumps around because it's meant to be just a little bit, because the song itself is a little bit bratty and weird, and hence the weirdos. So yeah, we wanted to sort of capture that on video, which I think Moya absolutely did. Yeah.
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 Now, Talia feels like the kind of name that you would give to something that could either both destroy you or save you. Um, what does it represent to you?
Well, that's exactly it. I'm glad you got that from it because it's exactly it. And like, yeah, the song itself, like Talia, the song, which is, the first one on the album, that is about abundance, but, you know, abundance in a way where it's like it was really fun and then it turns into something else that's darker and worse and weirder. And, so it's meant to be that kind of like, oh, what nourishes you destroys you type thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the album is much the same. There's like really kind of fun, sort of upbeat, bratty moments, and then really, really dark, low moments. So it's all about, it's like yeah, it's kind of like this play on, and I always try and like use kind of like dark humor in my lyrics, but at the same time, I'm singing from a very painful place throughout most of this album. And because at the time when I was writing it, I didn't realize until now that I look back, I was like, fuck, I was like really obviously in a bad place when I wrote a lot of these lyrics. But yeah, but at the same time, it's meant to be a little bit playful. So I'm glad that you got that from it because that's
No, definitely,
exactly it.
definitely.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a vocalist and a lyricist myself, and so
Mhm.
I really like diving into like lyrical content and the emotions behind it is really big for me.
Yeah.
When you're writing, are you someone that I know for myself, I will write from a place of melancholy and be reflective? Are you
Yes.
someone that sits in the moment and writes in the moment, or are you like that reflective sort of writer where you're looking back on the moment and pondering on it?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. Like I'll labor over some songs, like and yeah, I'll be sitting there and it just like I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't articulate it. And then I'll
Yeah.
have other ones that just come like,
Pour out.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I try and use a lot of analogies. Like I can't, maybe it's my personality. I'm not very direct, so I say everything sort of in this like yeah, use analogies or different types of ways of saying how I'm feeling within the lyrics. But yeah, it depends on like what's happening. Sometimes I can just, if I'm feeling it, it's just right there and it's easy to come out. And other times I'll spend 6 months or more like trying to figure out exactly what I want to say, and I'll write it, scrap it, hate it, rewrite it, all of that stuff, and torture myself over it, and then record it, listen back to it and hate it. So yeah. But yeah, I think, the outro actually of this Hereafter was one of those moments that just poured out that, and I think that sort of comes across in it. It's like an eternal dialogue that I'm saying out loud, from the point of view of someone who's going through something quite profound and reflecting on that. So yeah, it really depends what I'm doing and where I am. But yeah, and I never know either. It's like, yeah, like I won't be able to write for like a month and then all of a sudden I'll write like four songs. So yeah. Yeah.
Do you often find you write a song and then you'll read it and go, "Oh my God, I'm writing about this,"
Yeah.
and not even realize it?
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
think like I was really interested to see sort of how this Hereafter would be received because the last part of it, I start that with the line stupidity served intravenously. And I was like, that's kind of fucking heavy thing to say, but like, and it was from the
It's
point of view of
beautiful though.
someone who was, yeah, thank you. That is like, I wrote it about somebody who was, yeah, an addict and like, and accessing that part of myself and looking about at that through someone else's eyes and writing about that is like, yeah, like, I don't know, like it's a, yeah, it's a weird kind of thing to access and it's a weird thing to say. But yeah, I don't know if that answered the question, but yeah.
No, completely, completely. When you spoke about like rewriting stuff, and I know you've
Yeah.
spoken before about rewriting on the day of recording.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
how do you know when it feels right? Is it a feeling? Is it something just clicks in your head? I know for
Yeah.
me, it's an emotional thing.
Yeah,
It
I think
feels
I think
right.
that's it. Like I always know when I'm being dishonest. Like because I can, I'd sometimes I'll write something and be like, okay, like oh, that's fine, I'll do that. And then it doesn't sit with me and it doesn't sit right. And there was one of those songs, yeah, in the like last album for Godless, where we got into the studio and I sat down and I reread my lyrics and the boys were like recording the music. And I was like, this isn't it. Like, I could never sing this with conviction. Like, and
Yeah.
particularly if, you then take those songs and play them live, you got to be able to like sing with emotion and conviction
Yeah.
and believe in what you're saying. So yeah, it's yeah, I think sometimes that just happens. Other times, yeah, I'm like mostly when I finish a song, I'm okay with it. But there has been times where I'm like, this isn't. I'm not being honest. Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes it's that when you're really trying to, you really want to say something and you're really pushing and trying to say something. It's that cliche of, sometimes it's easier just to say I love you rather than penning
Yes,
2 or 3 pages trying to say
exactly.
the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And I always like I envy other like musos and lyricists who can just do that. Like there are some people that can naturally say, like I always thought Amy Winehouse was very good at that.
Yeah.
She can say simple things like quite profoundly. And where I'm like 50 pages later, still haven't got to the point
That's me.
sometimes. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, and like I think as I evolve, as I sort of get better, I think I am getting slightly better at that. But like yeah, you're right. Like sometimes it's easier to say the simpler thing just out loud. But um but then the awkward and like non-confident part of myself doesn't want to say that. So then I try and coax it like with other things. But yeah, yeah, it is yeah, I've always envied the ability to say simple in a really profoundly like beautiful way. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same. I will
Yeah.
overcomplicate things rather
Yeah.
than, sometimes
Yeah.
there is a beauty and a simplicity in just repeating 3 words over and over. So,
Exactly. Yeah. And my dad's a songwriter. He's amazing at that. He's perfect at finding like a word and he'll repeat it. That's like kind of his thing. Um, and it's always so like I'm always like, damn it, why didn't I get that, Gene?
oh yes,
Oh,
I've just had a
hello.
visitor. This is Zeke, my
Oh,
little
hello.
my
Oh,
little buddy.
sweet. Hello.
Hey,
Oh,
bud.
you're a cutie.
Thanks, mate. Thank you. He
Yeah.
likes to jump in on interviews
Oh, I
sometimes.
love, I love. Normally I've got my cat, but my cat's
Oh
he's
no, he's
upstairs
gone again.
asleep somewhere, so
He he
but
he
normally
thinks
he's
he's a cat.
interrupting me. Sorry?
He thinks he's a cat.
Oh, cute. Well, my cat thinks he's a dog, and
Yeah.
he's like so I'm not. He's one of those cats that I'm like, you're not a cat person's cat. He's like a dog person's cat, I guess, because I'd never had a cat before. So yeah, I
He's
turned him into
like
yeah.
likes to climb and sleep in strange places
Oh,
like a
that's
cat would. So
cute. I love that. I
yeah,
love that.
yeah. Um, you've you've spoken about you're just talking about like Amy Winehouse,
Yeah.
and I know you've spoken about people like Billie Eilish being an influence as well.
Yeah.
Where are you pulling these different influences from, and what sort of stuff is influencing you?
Yeah, so sort of everywhere like everything and every like I don't have a particular genre of music that I only listen to. I kind of listen to everything and
Yeah,
and I'm exposed to a lot of stuff through obviously my dad because my dad's a folk country singer. So like I grew
awesome.
up listening to that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And yeah, and he's always got like whenever I'm down at their house, he's always got other muso friends around doing things. And I've done a few things with him in the past. But yeah, I sort of draw inspiration from like a lot of places. For me, I'm like, if a song sounds good, it doesn't matter what genre it's in. It's just like a good song. Like, yeah.
yeah,
And so, yeah, I try not to pigeonhole myself in a particular place. Like, I always listen to a range of music, and particularly when I'm like writing, I try and think about you know, why I like something, what does it mean? Like why is it sitting with me? And I tend to not listen to like if we're writing an album, I like to skew away from listening to like music in the same genre just
yeah.
because I don't want to be influenced by that. I'd rather, sort of draw from other places. So yeah, that's kind of yeah, it's like anything under the sun. Like I love like last night I was at old plates watching this like awesome kind of like jazz. I don't even know what you call them. They're like kind of jazz thing, like band just playing, and they were incredible, like incredible musicians. Um, so yeah, just whatever sort of hits me, that's like kind of where I draw inspiration from. So yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I'm the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
I grew up like doing musical theater,
Yeah,
going
wow.
right through
Yeah.
to like listening to like punk rock. I sing in a
Yeah.
death metal band. I
Amazing.
like the whole gamut. So,
Yeah.
um, and finding those inspirations in those types of places, I think, is what makes our individual music so unique.
Yeah,
When you're able to
exactly.
pull influences from all over the place and
Exactly. Yeah.
incorporate them into what you're doing,
Yeah.
it really shows, and it definitely shows with the album because like I said, I mean, I'm so enamored by it. I've been
Oh, thank
really
you.
listening. I really love it. So um, now, after putting something like this heavy and personal out, where do you go next creatively?
Yeah, good question. So we're actually writing at the moment. So we want
Oh,
to get
fantastic.
hopefully back in the studio mid-year so we can get something out because we don't want to have another long delay between albums. So we're going to try and get something out next year. So yeah, we're writing and I don't know, like I'm in a different place now. Like obviously not as terrifying as I was when I wrote Tahlia, but yeah, I think it's kind of like because we've got a new bassist, obviously Nick, who's come into the band as our new bassist after Tom left. We're writing it like it's got this fresh new kind of thing. Like, when you add another element that's new, it kind of
Yeah.
like reinvigorates that stuff. So yeah, I'm like interested to see what happens of it. I think there's like a renewed kind of energy in the band, a renewed kind of love again. Like we're all very much like, you know, we're back and we're loving it. And we're like, we just want to like get something out as quickly as possible because, we just love it so much. But yeah, I don't know. Like it'll be interesting to see what comes of it. Like I owe the boys a bunch of lyrics at the moment. So yeah. But yeah, I think it'll be maybe a little bit more positive, but at the same time, like all of my darkness comes out when I write. Like I'm an optimistic person by nature, but then I've got this other little demon inside me I always tell people I got like a witch and a demon that live inside me. So the demon comes out when I write.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find that when you get on stage and that the first guitar note hits or that first drum hits, that you become that person?
Yes, yes. I
Yeah.
always like it's so funny. Like, and people will meet me after a show and be like, "You're nothing like your stage presence." And I'm like, I know. Yeah. I'm like this giggly mess. Yeah. But on stage I get really like serious and I can feel it like and I remember someone told me once, like, this is your music, take it seriously. And I'm like, it's so true. Like it is something that's like it means something to me. So yeah, I turn into like this whole other being yeah, when I'm on stage. And to be honest, like I wouldn't be able to do it if I didn't. Like so this person that is talking to you is so shy, the crippling self-doubt, all of it. So if I wasn't able to slip into that personality, yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can relate to that completely.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that is fantastic.
Yeah.
So, what have you got coming up then? Have you got like shows, touring, any of that sort of
We
stuff?
do. Yeah. So we've got we're doing a little sort of mini, 3 city tour. So we're playing Sydney, I think is on the 18th at Chuck Taylor's or Trailers, whatever. And then the 25th of April will be in Adelaide at the Edinburgh Castle. And
Yes.
then 23rd of May we'll do our Melbourne show, which will be at Northcote Social Club. So yeah, can't wait. I'm so excited to tour this album. I'm so excited to play again. I love like playing gigs. It's like the biggest payoff. That's the best part of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, really excited and hope people come down. Yeah, because it's been a long time coming and I'm desperate to play again. I love playing gigs. Yeah.
Well, I'm very much hoping to catch you at the Ed Castle at the Adelaide show.
Oh,
That is my
amazing.
local haunt.
Oh, love
Yeah, I
it.
love
Love
playing
it.
there. I love seeing bands there. It is a
Yeah.
just a good time. Um, yeah, so really looking forward to that. The album is absolutely amazing. It is out
Thank you.
now.
It
Make sure you
is.
go and check it out. Um, have you got anything else you wanted to say before we finish up
No,
today, Pip?
but like a huge thank you for having me. And also thank you to anyone who's like streamed, bought, listened, all of it. Like it means so much. And I really hope people love Talia. Like it means a lot to me. It's a very important album to me. So just thank you. Yeah.
No, well, thank you for putting it out, and thank you so much for your time. Make sure you get out there, get the album. check these guys out on all their socials so you can find out exactly where they're going to be and what they're doing, and get onto it, guys. Pip, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll get a chance to speak again, and I'll hopefully catch you in Adelaide very soon.
See you in Adelaide. Can't wait.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Pip.
Thanks. See ya.